Hello everyone, Fay Explorer here. I'm so excited to share my experiences, journeys, trips, tricks and tips. And in today's video, are you dreaming of working in Finland? Discover everything you need to know about securing a resident permit for employment, from the step-by-step application process to tips for a successful approval. This video covers it all. Whether you are an IT professional, engineer, or skilled worker, learn how to make Finland your next career destination. Don't miss out. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell and start your journey to a thriving career in one of Europe's most innovative countries. A disclaimer, I'm not an immigration lawyer. I get my content from intensive research, interviews, and own experiences. Below is a detailed guide on the application process for a resident permit for employment in Finland, along with tips for successful approval, eligibility, requirements, qualifications, and lastly, how to get permanent residence. Application process. 1. Determine eligibility. Employment offer. You must have a job offer from a Finnish employer. The job should be full-time and in a position that aligns with your skills and qualifications. Qualifications. Ensure you meet the qualifications and experience required for the job. Certain professions may require specific education backgrounds or certifications. 2. Gather required documents. Passport. A valid passport with at least 2 blank pages. Job offer letter. An official letter from your Finnish employer detailing job position, salary, and employment conditions. Employment contract. A signed contract outlining the terms of employment. Proof of qualifications. Diplomas, certificates, and transcripts relevant to the job. Proof of financial means. Evidence that you can support yourself financially, for example, bank statements, salary details, pay stubs, etc. Health insurance. Proof of adequate health insurance coverage for your stay in Finland. Application form. Completed application form for a resident permit available on the Finnish Immigration Service website. 3. Submit the application. Online application. Create an account on the Finnish Immigration Services online portal, enter Finland, and complete the application form. Upload all required documents. In-person appointment. Schedule an appointment at the nearest Finnish embassy or consulate if applying from outside Finland. Submit your application biometrics data, that is photo and fingerprints, if required. Pay the application fee. The fee varies depending on the type of permit and whether you apply online or in person. Ensure you pay the correct amount and keep the receipt. 4. Attend an interview if required. Some applicants might be asked to attend an interview to verify their information and intentions. Be prepared to discuss your job, qualifications, and plans in Finland. 5. Wait for processing. Processing times can vary, but you should generally expect to wait several weeks to a few months. Track the status of your application online if you applied through Enter Finland. 6. Receive the decision. You will receive a decision by mail or electronically, depending on how you applied. If approved, you will receive a residence permit card. 7. Register your residence. Once in Finland, register your residence with the local register office, Maistraatti, if required. This is important for obtaining a Finnish personal identity code and accessing public services. Tips for a successful approval. Complete documentation. Ensure all documents are accurate, complete, and up to date. Missing or incorrect documents can delay or jeopardize your application. Clear job offer. Provide a clear and detailed job offer letter and employment contract to avoid misunderstandings about the job role and conditions. Financial proof. Show strong financial ability to demonstrate you can support yourself. This is especially important if your salary is below the average or if the job offer is for a fixed-term contract. Health insurance. Ensure your health insurance meets Finnish requirements. Inadequate coverage can be a reason for rejection. Consistency. Ensure that all information provided in your application is consistent with your supporting documents and any previous applications or communications. Follow instructions. Adhere strictly to the application instructions and guidelines provided by the Finnish Immigration Service. Eligibility and qualifications. Job offer. A genuine and varied job offer from a Finnish employer is essential. The job should be full-time and for a specific duration. Educational background. Relevant education qualifications or professional experience that match the job requirements. Salary. The salary offered should comply with Finnish labor laws and standards. It should be sufficient to cover your living expenses in Finland. Health and criminal record. No serious health issues or criminal records that would prevent you from working or staying in Finland. By following these steps and tips, you can enhance your chances of successfully obtaining a resident permit for employment in Finland. Good luck with your application. Now, can one apply for permanent residency with this type of visa? And if so, what are the steps to achieving it? Yes. It is possible to apply for permanent residency in Finland after initially being granted a resident permit for employment. The process involves transitioning from a temporary resident permit to a permanent one, which generally requires meeting certain conditions and fulfilling residency requirements. Here is a step-by-step guide to help you understand how to achieve permanent residence. 1. Meet the residency requirements. Continuous residence. You need to have lived in Finland continuously with a valid residence permit for a sufficient period. Generally, you must have resided in Finland for a minimum of 4 years on a continuous residence permit, such as for employment, to be eligible for permanent residency. Time calculation. Time spent on a temporary resident permit, like for seasonal work, may not count towards the permanent residence requirement. You must ensure that you maintain continuous legal residence. Number 2, fulfill integration requirements. Language skills. Demonstrating Finnish or Swedish language proficiency is crucial. While not always mandatory, having basic language skills can strengthen your application. Integration activities. Participation in integration courses or activities such as language classes or civic orientation may be beneficial and sometimes required. 3. Check your eligibility. Employment status. Ensure you are currently employed and your job status is stable. A permanent residence application typically requires that you are employed or have a reliable means of financial support. No criminal record. You must have a clean criminal record. Serious offenses can negatively impact your application. Number 4, prepare required documents. Proof of residence. Documentation proving continuous residence in Finland, such as rental agreements and utility bills. Employment records. Evidence of ongoing employment, such as recent pay slips, employment contracts, and tax records. Language certificates. If applicable, certificates showing your proficiency in Finnish or Swedish language. Application form. Completed application form for permanent residence available on the Finnish Immigration Service website. 5. Submit the application. Online application. You can apply online through the Finnish Immigration Service portal, enter Finland, upon and upload all required documents and fill out the application form. In-person submission. Alternatively, you can submit your application in person at the nearest Finnish Immigration Service office or at a Finnish embassy or consulate if you are abroad. 6. Pay the application fee. Fee payment. There is a fee for applying for permanent residency. Ensure you pay the correct amount and keep the receipt for your records. 7. Attend an interview if required. Interview. Some applicants might be asked to attend an interview to verify their information and intentions. Be prepared to discuss your integration into Finnish society and your employment situation. 8. Wait for processing. Processing time. Permanent residency applications can take several months to process. During this time, the Finnish Immigration Service will review your application and supporting documents. 9. Receive the decision. Approval or rejection. You will receive a decision by mail or electronically. If approved, you will be granted a permanent residence permit and will receive a resident permit card valid for an extended period. 10. Maintain permanent residency status. Residency obligations. Once granted permanent residency, you must continue to meet residency obligations, including maintaining legal residence in Finland and complying with local laws. Additional tips. Maintain records. Keep detailed records of your residency, employment, and language learning activities. Seek advice. Consider consulting with an immigration lawyer or advisor if you have specific questions or concerns about your application. Stay informed. Keep updated on any changes to immigration laws or requirements that may affect your application. And by following these steps and ensuring you meet the eligibility criteria, you can work towards obtaining permanent residency in Finland. In case you have any queries concerning this video, please comment below the video or write us an email at Fay Explorer Advisors at gmail.com and we shall gladly help out. Thank you very much for watching my video. God bless you. I love you.